Hey guys, welcome back to another audio talk. And actually, for this audio talk, as I mentioned, this is more of a community discussion. So I'd like to get some topics from your suggestions. So this is actually from 1 Inch Legend, aka Iceborg. He says, "Hey, would be interested sort of setup tour and maybe a short story on how you got into audio." So that's what we're actually gonna discuss today. How I got into audio. So actually, like around 10 years ago, I wanted to record my own songs. Firstly, I'm a musician. Of course, I'm not pro level. I'm not a professional. I'm just okay. I am more of an audio hobbyist, but I'm really passionate about it. I do compose my own songs. And before, because of Kurt Hugo Snyder, I don't know if you know that guy, but he does YouTube videos. He records, his friends and him also, playing songs and covering some songs. And I got inspired by that. I want to record my own music. I want to record my own compositions. So I got into recording. I got into buying some mics as well, or audio interfaces, and I got into recording my own songs. So I started that, and first time that I finished the song, I only had I think a CDR King headphone. So I did try to mix my own songs from that, and I realized that it's not the best to mix with. So I did try to research on upgrading my audio stuff, and actually from that I did try to, of course, research, and I got into headfi. I got into of course YouTube videos, just researching on what is the best headphone for me. So actually, as I mentioned in my previous video, my first headphone that is really kind of audiophile, or I really researched on, is the Shure 846, because I will mainly use it for recording and also monitoring, and I did find that to fit my needs back then. So after buying this one, my audio world opened. I realized that there's a black hole of audio stuff. There's a lot of things to learn with, because after buying this one, every year I got to also buy another one, especially if there's something on sale. So it became a sort of a continuing hobby for me. Every year I kind of target to buy a certain audio gear. That's kind of how my collection grew. And every I guess country that I go to, I have a souvenir, an audio gear souvenir from them. So that's why I have a lot, but I don't want to sell them, because they have sentimental value for me, because they're tied to a certain event in my life. So that's how important audio is for me. So actually, when I also give some gifts to my friends, they're mostly usually audio stuff. So I don't know, I just like audio, and I just like influencing people in upgrading their audio life. So actually, I'm gonna segue to, that's why I did some reviews, because when my collection grew, a lot of people have been asking me to for some recommendations in what they need to buy. And I thought of just starting out the YouTube channel, because I realized that there's a lot of people who wants to learn more about audio. Since audio for me is more than just a hobby, it's kind of a lifestyle now. I just really love the audio hobby. I did try to go for other hobbies as well, like keyboards, and also of course tech in general. I'm a tech head. I'm a game programmer. I'm a game developer. I code, and I do my own music. I design games. I design art, and because of that, I go into certain hobbies. But for me, frankly, I find that the audio hobby is I don't know, the most interesting for me, because audio hobby is really deep. There's a lot of learning involved. It's a continuous learning. Your whole life you'll learn about audio. It's kind of a never-ending journey for me. Compared to keyboards, when I did enter keyboards, it was easy for me to find the perfect one for me, and I stopped. Compared to audio gear, every audio gear that I buy, every headphone, every earphone, there's something different. There's something unique about it. I get excited in testing out audio gear. There's just a lot of variations in audio gear that you can do. So like for example, audio gear just changed the tips. It changes the sound. So there's a lot of things that you can do with audio, and I got lured into that. And it also plays well, because I do play some instruments. So it kind of goes hand in hand with what I do, and also do some music as well in my games. So again, it goes hand in hand with what I do. You know, it helps me in my work as well. I'm pretty sure that you know, even after 20 years, I'll still be addicted to audio because there's just a lot of variations. Even now, you know, reviewing 100, 200, 300 audio gear, I'm still really excited to check out the next gear. I'm pretty sure all of us have different stories, have different starts in our story, and also have different uses. So, you know, try to find the gear that works for you. Yeah, treat it as a journey. You know, don't be pressured. Just, you know, go with your pace. It's kind of a journey. It's kind of a long journey. You cannot learn everything in just one go. It's, you know, kind of a learning process. All right, that is our audio talk. Hopefully you learned something. I'm not sure if you learned something, but it's just me blabbering. Of course, if you learned something or had fun with the talk, leave a like and also subscribe for more content like this in the future. So I like to ask you guys, how did you get into audio? What's your story? Let me know down in the comments below. It will be might be an interesting discussion. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next audio talk. Goodbye.